let me start by inviting, I know she's going to hate me for it. Julia, could you say a few words?
Good morning, precious ladies and gentlemen. We rely on you so much, and thank you for being here today. I hope that the pictures will be great, and I hope that your support, whilst we're here with 120 nations, will at least compensate for you having to be dragged out of bed today. It's a lovely situation that we're in. Someone's being asked to sit down because you're blocking the way. Thank you. All I hope is that we can all work together. Obviously, you know the feeling. You're as much as important as we are. We want to give you the pictures and the stories, and we want to make you feel as important so that we all reach the best endeavors for India. Because our job is to promote India in its best light. It's a lovely country, and you know, even the press are lovely people. And I say that truly. I think you're just warm and kind. And I want the rest of the world to see just how we get on. And I want all the nations around the world to want to come to India, because what we need is tourism. It's the best thing in the world, tourism, apart from all the other things in the world. Let's look to something good. Let's put our best foot forward for India. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Let's start with Stephanie. Would you like to start?
Hello, everyone. I'm 𝗙ص𝗵𝗶, Miss World 2016, and for me, it is an incredible honor to be back in India. I haven't been here in quite a while, and India holds such a special place in my heart, not just because of the love and warmth that I receive from all the people here, but also because I've had the chance to travel with 𝗵𝗶𝗃 throughout the country when we were promoting her Beauty with a Purpose project. And the fact that I passed the crown on to 𝗵𝗶𝗃, so I also feel like I'm part of India sometimes. I know this event is going to be fantastic for the country. Miss World is a platform that provides so much exposure. It will bring in tourism. It will show the world what India has to offer, which is so much. There's culture, gastronomy, and mainly the warmth of its people. It's a chance for the entire world to get to know the heart of the Indian people, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
I think for me, being a Miss World from India, it's only more special and even more exciting that we're finally hosting the event. Thank you all for coming today. And मेरे लिए that one night changed my life. And I know that it wasn't just about the night, but it was also the 1 month that I spent with all the other contestants at Miss World. तो जो भी 30 दिन के लिए जो भी लड़कियां आएंगी India में, it's time to show them our Indian hospitality. We are world famous for that. And of course, on the 9th of March, you know, that night is going to change another girl's life, like how it changed mine. So I'm only excited that the world is coming to India and we are going to show the world what we can offer. Thank you.
For me, Miss World, as 𝗵𝗶𝗃 said, changed my life, but it gave me a voice. And I think India is always great with the Beauty with a Purpose projects. Always. You always deliver. The girls are incredibly in the projects. They know about them. They involve themselves with the people. And that's what I was trying to bring to Mexico. And I think that this time in the platform, the girls are able to go into Beauty with a Purpose and find their voices and talk about their countries and what they need. And after you become a Miss World, you realize that you're a totally different person. You get your power, you get your voice, and you're able to be an ambassador and a humanitarian leader for the rest of your life. And here we are now. So thank you for receiving us. India has been incredibly good to us in the past days. The food is amazing, the people are beautiful, and can't wait to see more of it. Thank you so much.
She also has the Indian roots with her. Her father is an Indian. And she has an amazing voice. So the sing stands for both the Indian origin and her singing.
Yes, hello everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here with all of you. It's true, my father is of Indian descent, so generations ago my family immigrated from India to Jamaica.
And I feel this moment is very important to me as my first time stepping foot in India, because I feel that the blood of my ancestors has returned home with me. And that's why I'm so excited for all of the girls to be able to come and to share in a moment like this with me, as well as with all of you, to share their Beauty with a Purpose projects and to share their passions with India, and for India to also share your passions and your love and your culture with the world. It's such an honor to be here. I cannot wait to get to know more about myself and my own culture. If you're from Kanpur and you have any information about my family, just let me know. But it's an honor to be here, and I just cannot wait to have the world get to experience the greatness that is India. Thank you.
And now a big round of applause for our reigning Miss World, Carolina.
Thank you so much. This one works. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming. As a reigning Miss World, I had a chance to come to India plenty of times, and I fall in love with your country. And that is why I couldn't be more excited to be here for the entire month of 71st Miss World Festival with all the contestants from all over the world. And as my friends told you how Miss World changed their lives, and it also changed mine, I want to make an impact and highlight how India can change the lives of Miss World and the contestants, because you have such a beautiful country. And I hope that everyone coming here, including my friends and family, will get a chance to have this immersive feel of incredible India, which includes the beautiful heritage and culture, terrific Indian hospitality, not mentioning the wonderful cuisine that I personally love, but also the textile, the fashion, the handcraft, the art, everything that you have to offer that we all love. And also, India is famous for this old saying, we are one world, one family with one future. And I hope that every young woman that will come here will take back with her everything that India has accomplished in education, healthcare, technology, and women empowerment, because we are also proud to be in a country when a woman is a president, and also you proved yourself to be a leader of a global south during the G20 summit. So that is absolutely why I know that together with my friends, we can learn and take an inspiration from you how to be a great leaders in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Julia Morley, and the magnificent, fantastic Miss World team and our friends from the media here. I would like to thank Julia Morley especially to believing that this could be held in India. And this magnificent country called Bharat, this is the century of Bharat. And that's why we believe that we should start this 71st Miss World from India. This is the festival of beauty and purpose. So beauty with a purpose. We are bringing all 130 countries, the beautiful girls from 130 countries, for one purpose, and that purpose is Bharat. We want to promote India to these 130 countries. They are all coming here with their projects, with their experiences, what they've done, and we want them to take back with them the beauty of India, the culture of India, the values of India, and the journey that this country has on. We are now the world leaders. And we want to start this journey with this beautiful stage. And I would like to thank everyone else again for being here. And as the Miss World said, that we believe in one family. Yes, India's motto is 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗏 𝗓𝗏. So we want to welcome you all, and we want you to take beautiful memories from here. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Bright is associated with so many events and awards, lakhs of in India and abroad. But this is special for me because it's beauty with purpose, and very proud moment, and very proud to be associate. Thank you very much to giving us such an opportunity. Thank you.
Us in India are producing a global event. Also, for our streaming, we have Sony Live as our partner. And in India, this will be streamed live on the 9th of March, the main event on Sony Live.
Could you tell me about your beauty with the purpose? Could you elucidate on that? The beauty with the purpose, the theme of the contest itself. How is it that you want to relate it? What is the purpose that you're looking at? And how do you want to promote this in India? Beauty with the purpose.
जी, जो ब्यूटी विद अ पर्पस है वो मिस वर्ल्ड का एक प्रोग्राम है, एक चैरिटी है, जहाँ पे मैंने जैसे कि कहा कि हर साल जितनी भी कंटेस्टेंट्स हैं वो अपने अपने कंट्री से एक प्रोजेक्ट लेके आती है। तो हर साल जो इंडिया से भी जो लड़की जाती है वो इंडिया का एक प्रोजेक्ट को सपोर्ट करती है। जैसे कि मेरा प्रोजेक्ट था मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन पे, मासिक धर्म पे। उसके साथ आप एक यंग लड़की हो तो आपको सपोर्ट की ज़रूरत है, आपको रिसोर्सेज चाहिए, मीडिया का अटेंशन चाहिए। तो मिस वर्ल्ड आपको वो प्लेटफॉर्म देता है, चाहे आपको फंड्स रेज करने हो, चाहे आपको किसी लीडर या किसी पॉलिटिशियन की हेल्प चाहिए हो, तो वो उस सब में आपकी हेल्प होती है। और आपने जैसे टूरिज़्म की बात की, जब इतने सारे देशों की लड़कियाँ इंडिया में आएंगी, इतने दिन बिताएंगी, और जैसे कि जूलिया मॉली जी ने कहा कि वो हर जगह अलग अलग जगह ट्रैवल करेंगी, तो आप लोगों का भी सपोर्ट रहेगा। एंड जो भी इन देश के लोग ये बाकी देशों के लोग जो देख रहे होंगे, अपने कंटेस्टेंट को सपोर्ट कर रहे होंगे, उन्हें भी देखने के लिए मिलेगा कि इंडिया में क्या हो रहा है। तो एक तरह से इंडिया को काफ़ी अटेंशन मिलेगा वर्ल्ड से, तो ये हमारा टूरिज़्म इंडस्ट्री को ज़रूर बूस्ट करेगा। और उसके साथ ही क्योंकि इतनी सारी लड़कियां ये प्रोजेक्ट्स को सपोर्ट करेंगी, तो आप लोगों का भी सपोर्ट रहेगा कि आप इसके बारे में बात करें, क्योंकि आप इन चीज़ों पे कवरेज देंगे। तो इट इज़ अ विन-विन सिचुएशन for and it's a great way to get attention, not just towards the tourism industry but also towards all the projects that they'll be supporting here.
I think the most important thing to realize is, why is it that we were working with sanitary towels? I mean, it's not the most glamorous subject, is it? But let me tell you something. The women, the proud, beautiful Indian women, came out in their thousands, far from here, distance in the mountains and everywhere, and they came out about 4 o'clock in the morning to queue, to wait. And there was a cricket field, far bigger than a cricket field, full of Indian women, all wrapped up, warm against the sort of waiting for the morning light. And do you know the most important, poignant thing about it is that they were so keen to have dignity. And why shouldn't they? And the fact is, if you haven't got a sanitary towel, do you have to use dried leaves and try and keep your own dignity in place and your own family in place? So you see, for us, it was a joy and a privilege to help. Now they're able to have a sanitary towel, and they're able to have a compostable sanitary towel, which now makes life a lot easier for everyone. So children can go to school from the stage of around 11 onwards. They don't have to take time off school because they're uncomfortable. So whilst it's not the best subject, perhaps, it's a damn important one. And I thank you for listening and for accepting that this is part of our lives, and that although these are beautiful women, they have beautiful hearts, and we care that those ladies get the same treatment as you do and I do. Thank you very much.
There are 200 countries that will pick up all of this information that goes out. So, and I think these girls will also showcase India, because they're coming for the first time, most of them. They will see India, they'll promote India, and I think they are our brand ambassadors. And we need to welcome them and give them the love that they deserve.
And I think Sanya, like Julia just spoke about Sanya, and Sanya is where I was crowned. So was Vanessa. So it's very special to us. और उसके बारे में मैं एक स्टोरी शेयर करना चाहूँगी। जैसे उन्होंने वहाँ के हॉस्पिटैलिटी स्टाफ की बात की, वहाँ पे वो लोग हाउसकीपिंग के लिए जा रहे थे एक रूम में। तो वो मेरे कमरे में आए, मैंने उनको कहा कि आप 5 मिनट रुको, मुझे जल्दी जल्दी अपनी साड़ी बांध के जाना है। तो वो उनको इतना सरप्राइजिंग, और वो इतने ऑ में थे कि ये क्या कर रही है, क्या बांध रही है। तो वो सिर्फ अकेले नहीं, वो कहती है अच्छा ठीक है मैं यहाँ खड़े होकर देखूंगी आप क्या कर रहे हो। वो अपने साथ 4-5 और हाउसकीपिंग स्टाफ को वहाँ ले आई, और वो सब यही देख रहे थे कि ये क्या पहन रही है, और ये क्या अजीब सी ड्रेस है, अलग सी ड्रेस, क्योंकि उनका इतना एक्सपोजर ग्लोबली हुआ नहीं था। तो कहीं ना कहीं दिस इज अ वे टू ब्रिंग everyone together. It's a way for people to also see so much that India has, and it's not just, whenever I've traveled, people talk about films, about Bollywood, they all talk about Shah Rukh Khan. They talk about the Taj Mahal, but there's so much more to India, and it can only be bridged when people actually come here and they actually interact. And I've traveled so much thanks to Miss World, thanks to the profession that I belong to. Our hospitality is unmatched, and that's something which people have to experience and they have to go back and talk about, because that's what, sir, aapne tourism ki baat ki. That is what sells tourism today. I would always, for me, today, I would always pick a place which gives me a good feeling. You know, I want to go somewhere where I feel good, I feel welcomed, and that's what India makes people feel.
Well, I had an interesting time because I had the pleasure, actually, of being the longest reigning Miss World. So I had a couple years of being Miss World. Yeah, I'm very blessed.
I'm just after you, Tony. Just
I know, so close.
I'm very close
so
to you.
Close.
Still here.
Yeah. But shortly after handing over my crown to the lovely Carolina, I started my music journey. So I've released a couple things, and I am currently working on my first project, which is set to be released in the first quarter of this year. I'm really excited about that because, yes, my name is Singh, but singing is also, oh, thank you. Yeah. Singing is also my passion, and I was lucky enough to have won the talent fast track at the Miss World competition. And so I'm very grateful for opportunities like Miss World that give us a platform to showcase our other abilities, things like sports, things like our ability to speak in the head-to-head challenge, and things like talent, where I got to sing a song and then my life changed on the stage 5 years ago now. So yes, you know, just that feeling and that opportunity to perform my final song on the stage at my Miss World competition has really ignited that spark all the more in me. And now, years later, I'm actually pursuing my career in exactly that. So, you know, I'm grateful to this platform for it, and I just can't wait to see where it goes. And I hope India will support.
The world wants to know, did she finish MBBS or not? Well, unlike Tony, I did not win any talent fast track at Miss World, but I did try. Like I said, life changed for me. I have a movie coming out on 1st of March called Operation Valentine. Please do catch it in theaters. I am in the middle of promotions for the film, well, I got the opportunity to pursue a career in acting, and it's been wonderful. I feel that through Miss World, I got a stepping stone where the industry noticed me, and as an outsider, I got my very first opportunity with Yash Raj, for which I'm very grateful. Also through Miss World, I feel that there's a certain amount of media exposure, there's a certain amount of comfort that you have with the camera, which obviously helped a lot. Thank you, Jem, for that. But I'll also say that I still remember after winning Miss World, because I was studying to be a doctor, I always thought, nahi, bahut mehnat ki hai ye seat ke liye, main nahi chhodne wali. And Jem would always be the one who'd give me so much confidence, and she'd be like, I've seen so many Miss Worlds, and don't worry, you know, just go for it. And she gave me a lot of confidence, you know, to pursue acting. And that's what I'm doing right now.
I will always love you. I will always love you.
Outstanding.
I have nothing to say, really. As you all know, I'm still Miss World, so not much happened after. However, during my reign, I'm one of the most traveled Miss World. I'm very, very lucky. We've been to over 40 countries together with the team, and we supported so many social impact projects all around the world and met incredible people. And also, during the time of being Miss World, I kept pursuing my business degree in my university. And also, recently, I created my own foundation. because I'm continuing my Beauty with a Purpose that I brought to Miss World, supporting people in homelessness crisis in Poland. And I'm creating a center for them when they will get support from psychologists, from doctors, people who will help them to go out of the crisis. So we work together, and also absolutely. One of the parts of my Beauty with a Purpose project was that I built the first social bathroom, because there was no place for the people on the street to take a shower, have a fresh clothing. So this is what I created 2 years ago. And now I wanted to broaden the project and also bring the professional support for them, that they will have the mental health in a right order and someone will direct them where to go. They will have job activization, all the things needed for them to start a normal life and get their dignity back, and then help them to get flats in Poland. There is the whole program around it. And I got an inspiration from Beauty with a Purpose. And this is the soul of Miss World. That is why we are all here, and we hear about the other projects and we learn from each other. And also when 𝗂𝗓𝗄 mentioned that her project was about feminine hygiene and supporting menstrual health hygiene with 𝗂𝗓𝗄, we, together with Miss World team, and I, being crowned few years after, came to India a few times to support the project, so many years after 𝗂𝗓𝗄 started it. And this is the beauty of it. So I'm sure that the next Miss World and the next Miss World will also come to India and support the Beauty with a Purpose. Hopefully they will come to Poland and support my project as well. And I'm just really lucky that this journey was extended and I had 2 beautiful years with all of my sisters and the team, and I cannot wait for the next girl to experience what I had. Jamil just asked me about my experience of visiting different cities in India, because we've been to many and we love them all. We've been to Pune, we've been to Mumbai, we've been to Delhi and Jaipur, Kashmir, everything. And I just, as I mentioned before, I'm sure that all of the contestants will love it when they come here, and they will have this feeling of incredible India, and they will love this country as much as we all do.
Hello again, everyone. So my time as Miss World was quite a while ago. It was in 2016, and it was genuinely one of the best experiences of my entire life. I learned so much. I got to meet so many incredible people, and then after my reign, I became the first Beauty with a Purpose ambassador. So I had the chance to travel alongside 𝗂𝗓𝗄 and alongside Vanessa to different countries to continue advocating for all the different Beauty with a Purpose projects, which, as you know and as you've heard, is the heart and soul of Miss World. You know, without Beauty with a Purpose, there is no Miss World, because it is our duty to continue promoting justice, promoting the different needs, raising funds for all the different charities that we support. And throughout my time as Miss World, I learned so much, and I fell so in love with everything that Miss World does, because not only are we ambassadors for the different organizations, but we also become dignitaries. You know, we meet with people of government, diplomats, in order to make these changes happen. And because of that experience, I've now gone back to school. I'm currently studying global studies to be able to hopefully continue the work that I did as Miss World and the responsibilities I had as Miss World without the beautiful blue crown. I'm also living in New York City. I'm a model. Yeah, the first, one of the first curve models for the agency that I'm in right now, which is an incredible accomplishment that I'm very, very proud for, opening up the barriers, opening up the, changing the perspective that you know, every body is beautiful and we don't just have to look a certain way. Yeah, that's, oh, and I wanted to address the question in regards to what the exposure is of internationally when it comes to what India is going to be receiving that will promote tourism. So it's important to remember that it is 120 contestants that will be in the country, that will constantly be posting in social media, and everything that they post in social media then gets reposted in their countries. So you literally have the entire world talking about your home, about every experience that they do, and alongside, for an entire month. And alongside that time, the Miss World organization is also filming everything that they do to then promote it on the final stage in the international broadcast. So it really is just a full month of constant publicity for India. And as everyone has said so well, India is a country that has so much to offer. It's not just the history, it's not just the culture, it is technology, it is leaders, it is everything. And for me, it is an incredible honor to be able to learn and explore more of India.
And I tell the girls, what you have inside of your boys matters. You being here, you're important, you're a star, get your power, go out, be a humanitarian leader, and repeat. So that's what I do in Mexico, that's what I pretend to do here. I'm here with the most beautiful ladies, but just inside and out, they're true leaders. I admire them very much, and of course, like, Jem, I love you. Thank you for having me here every year. And I thank India for being so open with us. I cannot wait to keep eating your delicious food, wear your beautiful clothes, and enjoy. Thank you so much.
I will not lie, I was very afraid at first. I was afraid because I did have this image from when I was Miss World. But I think it's important to know, like, if I think back to my final answer at the Miss World stage, I said something along the lines of, we have to change exclusion for acceptance. You know, it's not to exclude, in my case, if we're talking about, you know, my body, my curvy body now, it's not about excluding what other people look like and having to look a certain way. It's about accepting and realizing that everyone is beautiful in their own skin, and as long as you love yourself, that's the most important. And I think it's also really important that the industry is constantly changing. I think we all seek to see people that look like us. And it is important to know that, you know, there's an expression that a lot of people are saying in New York now, that it's like, every body is a bikini body, you know, like every body is a beautiful body. And I think that's really important. And for me, it has been quite a big responsibility to now kind of continue moving that forward and accepting myself first before I can continue to promote it. You know, as long as you live a happy and healthy life, it doesn't really matter what you look like.
Well, you're doing a wonderful job in changing the bars and the definition of beauty by being this inclusive. Congratulations, and that would be my time. Thank you.
President Mandela, on 4 occasions, came and met every country, and every country then was 110. He didn't have a piece of paper, or I even looked on his hand to see if there was a message. He gave a message to everybody. He met everybody, gave them a message to their leader of their country. He remembered everyone's name, and he was so beautiful. His son today, the new Chief Mandela, is coming for the show. He's coming to see Miss World because he and his family and his kids now support us, and I hope that you will welcome him like we will welcome him around the world. Thank you.
I think, thank you very much for coming.